Hello again. Today I wanted to share with you our shared nursery space that is in our bedroom along with my newborn essentials list. It can be overwhelming sometimes as a first-time mom trying to figure out everything you need for a new baby. There are so many products to choose from. Seven years ago, we thought we were done having kids and sold all of our baby items. So when we got pregnant with our fourth, we decided to only get the bare minimum and tried to only get what we knew we actually used with our other babies. We wanted to keep it as simple as possible. And as for a shared space, this is probably the smallest bedroom we have had, but it was very workable. Baby just needs their own place to sleep and a couple pieces to help keep all their things organized for when they arrive. We just had this metal cart, a diaper caddy, and a small cabinet to hold her other clothes and things for when she was a little older. Hi, I just wanted to share with you today, since we are starting to clean out our daughter's things for the spring, her cart back here also. I just wanted to share with you some things that we got when we had her. I ended up making a list. It is a lot of things. It's more than I thought we bought, but I broke it down into two lists, one of essentials, things that we absolutely needed, and then other things of extra things that was just helpful to have. After we had our third baby, our first daughter, we thought we were done having kids, so we sold everything. I don't think we hardly kept anything at all. So this time around, we were trying to only get the necessities and what we really, really needed and what we thought we actually used with our other kids, because there's a lot of things that you can buy that you actually don't really need. And I'm not wearing a microphone, so I'm sorry if the audio is a little low. So I have my list here, and I'm going to start with this diaper caddy. I'm going to try to link everything below. A lot of this you can get on Amazon, but I'll try to put everything, all the links and stuff down below. So we got this diaper caddy. It comes in two different sizes. This is the regular size. We just kept this on our dresser. That's behind you, and that's our diaper changing station. It holds a lot of diapers, and I just like having something like this because you can just take it around the house. And we put the wipes in here, the diapers. There's room for more things here, and then it has these little pockets on both sides. We use butt paste a lot. This is the best that we found to use for diaper rashes. And then pretty much anything that's baby Frida or Frida baby, we use and we love. We got this thermometer. We tried to get a thermometer that would work pretty quickly because there were cheaper options, but it took longer and it was just really hard to get her to sit still. And then for her changing pad, we just got this. We actually didn't get any covers for it. We just figured that was an extra step of cleaning that we didn't want to deal with. So if there was any messes on here, spray it and wipe it down, and it was good to go. And then, let me see what else. So for our diaper bag, we used a couple things. Mainly we ended up just using either a backpack that we had already or a purse that we had. But when we were out in California and went to Disneyland, we ended up getting this bag. And we've just been using this ever since, because half of it is a cooler inside, and then there's a big just compartment right here, and there's a zipper in the front. And we found that everything fits in here, and it's pretty nice. We like it. It's an igloo bag. So this is another thing we put on our registry. It's a mess-proof wet bag, so if baby has an accident, you can just take the clothes off, put them in here, and nothing else gets messed up, and then you can just put this in the washer and wash it. A lot of my kids have eczema and sensitive skin, so we ended up finding that water wipes works the best for the kids, and it doesn't give them any rashes and they don't have any allergic reactions. There's another brand at Target that is basically almost the same thing. I haven't tried that though, but we've really liked these over the years. One thing I forgot to mention that is important is diapers. Over the years, we have found that the Huggies little snugglers work the best. We have had the least amount of accidents with these ones. So for blankets, I have this comforter back here for her, but she didn't use this for a really long time, so it's really big. So what we ended up getting, and they have a lot of sets. We just got 3 swaddle blankets. These are for Garbo and Friends. I had seen these all over social media, and I really, really loved the print and the pattern of these. So we just saved up for them whenever they were back in stock. And so we had these. There was an accident, we could just swap it out for another one. And they're really, really soft. I really love those. And then we also got one more swaddle blanket that has more of a stretch to it, and it's a little bit more thicker. If it was really cold, I would lay her in this. And then we did get just one more thicker blanket. It's a muslin blanket. It's really soft. So for bibs, we got, what is it, Little Unicorn. We ended up getting 2 3-packs of these, and we felt like these held up the best when we used different brands. They're very absorbent and they last a long time. And I feel like this is like the most important thing. This is a cloth diaper insert, but we use these as burp cloths, and I just love them so much. They're so absorbent, and we'd put them right here. We'd burp baby. I think it comes in a 12-pack, so we had a whole bunch that we could just throw in the wash, and we had extra, and these are just so great. So I didn't buy the regular burp cloths. I actually bought these and just used these, and they're perfect and they work great. And then we got these really pretty pack of washcloths from Amazon, and they work really well, and they're super, super soft. So for Sylvie's clothes, what we ended up doing is we just bought 5 pajamas that had the double zipper on it. It was really convenient. With my other kids, they didn't have this. But with this double zipper, you could just zip it up from the bottom and change your diaper without having to take everything off. So when it came time to buy clothes for her, we just wanted to keep it really simple for a while. So we just had the 5 pajamas, 2 packs of these long sleeve onesies, and some wiggle-proof socks, and that was it. And if you want to go this minimal with your clothes, you just have to wash more frequent, but it didn't take up a lot of space. And that's what we loved about it. And we were thinking of buying like one coming home outfit, but we ended up just picking the cutest one of her pajamas and one of her bows that I bought her, and one of the pretty swaddle blankets, and that was it. That's all she had, and it was good. So for nursing and bottles and breast pumps, you can get a breast pump through your insurance. I ended up getting is it called wireless one, where it's not attached to the wall and you can walk around with it. I would not recommend that unless you absolutely need one. Some people love it. I just didn't. I had a little bit of problem with my milk supply, so the hospital lended me a Madela one, and I wish I would have gotten that one with my insurance. That's what I had before. There's a lot of pieces to it. So I was thinking I could go with this one that had less pieces, but I didn't like it, and I wish I would have had the other one. I also have this one. It's a manual pump that you can take with you. It's not essential though. This is on my other list. So we didn't get too many bottles. We got these glass ones, and we like them a lot. She mainly only likes to breastfeed. She doesn't even like cow's milk still, so we don't use these a lot. But we really like the glass ones, and then we got these covers for them. They're just really cute. So we also have this Boom drying rack. We used to have a bigger one with our other babies, The other one just took up too much counter space, so we wanted something smaller, and this is a travel one, and it comes with 2 brushes. The other one's in the kitchen right now. But this ended up being enough room for us. If you are mainly feeding with bottles, you might need a bigger one. And then for nursing, you need a cream. I also used to have these pads for when you would leak that you could put in your bra. I will link those down below. So for carriers, it was hard for me to find one that worked well. I had a Solly one that worked really well, and then I had a Wild Bird. I probably used this one the most. I really, really liked this one. And then we also had this, an Argo Baby. My husband liked this one the most out of all of them. It's always been really hard for me to find a good carrier. So I feel like that's what I buy the most, is different carriers to try out. And I feel like the Wild Bird was my favorite. And then for bath time, we used Honest Company soap. And then we got this 3-pack of towels from Target that are the hooded ones. And then I will put a picture in here of the tub. It's like one of the Grow With Me tubs, so you can use it for newborns up to when they're a little bit older. Another thing I had with all the kids was this really soft goat's hair brush. So another thing I would recommend is an activity mat. We had the same exact one for our middle 2 kids, and they loved it, and I loved it too, but we ended up selling it. I looked everywhere for this one because it's older. I actually found this on eBay, because this one's from Pottery Barn. It's a skip hop one. You can find these all over the place, and for a lot cheaper too. This was just really good for tummy time, and she liked all the animals on it. She was actually very interested in this one. So before we ended up getting this full-size crib, we had a mini crib in here, and it's about the size of a pack and play. That's why these are a little off centers, because it was more towards this way, and it was a lot smaller. And it was really good. It had wheels on it, so I could roll her closer to me if I wanted. And that just worked out really great since the room was so small. And we had that for probably about 6 or 8 months. And then we switched over to this. It's still a pretty tight fit, and we're not exactly sure where she's going to sleep yet upstairs, but she's fine here for now. We ended up having just 3 fitted sheets for the mattress, and they fit down here. Whenever there was an accident, we would just go and wash it and switch it out. And then we had an extra one just in case. And then for this one, same thing. We ended up getting this crib on Marketplace. We ended up getting a new mattress, and we just have 3 sheets for this, and that's all we need. So if you're living in a small house or a little apartment, it's definitely doable to have a shared space. Another thing you need is a car seat and a stroller. We ended up getting the Maxi Cosi one. I really like it, but the front wheels aren't the greatest. We've had a lot of problems with the front wheels when we go to turn it, so I don't know if I would recommend that one. We got it because it was the lightest stroller I could find, but you just have to look around and see what you like the best. Oh, another thing that I would recommend is getting some kind of rocker seat, and it doesn't have to be an expensive one. We ended up getting the Levo rocker. We got it on Marketplace because I didn't want to spend the full price on that one. It's really pretty, but it's not needed. I would not buy it again. I would get one of the ones that, like, when they move, it bounces more and it kind of rocks themselves a little bit. I would get something like that. So there are 2 more things I would recommend for my essentials list. It's a nursing pillow. We ended up getting the Butter brand. We had it on our registry, and I would highly recommend that one. It is a little more pricey, but you use it every day. It keeps its shape, it keeps its structure, it's really soft. And I just felt like that had the best support for when I was breastfeeding. And the other thing that I can't find, I don't know where it went, is my Gather changing mat. It's just a little one from Gather. I really love it. I had it with all my kids. It's really easy to clean up when there's accidents, and it folds down pretty small, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So I think that's everything for my essentials list. Everything else, just read them off real quick. It's another Frida baby product, that manual Madela breast pump, a take-home outfit if you do want to have a take-home outfit, like a little toy, a little rattle, a pacifier clip so it doesn't get lost, a camera for the baby, a cooler bottle bag for when you're out with your milk, a sound machine. We ended up getting one this time around with baby because we have 3 other kids and it's pretty loud, so that was actually helpful. We didn't have one before with our other kids, but it was needed this time. Just some zipper organizer bags for your diaper bag, a sweater seat cover if you're having baby in the winter and you live in a colder area. Another thing that you don't need right away, you might not need it at all, is an activity table. We ended up using it around 3.5 months. It was very helpful for me when my husband ended up going back to work. It was just another place that I could put her right next to me for in the mornings when I was getting the kids ready for school and making breakfast. And she really ended up liking it, so that might be something that you might want to consider getting for yourself. So I believe that's everything. I will try to link everything down below and put things more into categories because I know this was kind of all over the place. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. This is my first video talking to the camera, so please bear with me. I'll get a microphone next time or try to figure that out. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know down below.